What's up, everybody? Danny here from The Threshold, where we aim to push the limit of the ultimate music experience. Had an opportunity recently to sit down with the North Carolina-based alt-rock punk outfit DOVECAGE, where we had a chance to talk about some music, a whole bunch of other random stuff, but I hope you're ready. Let's cross over. I know today's a really big day for you all, so I'm going to jump right in. So today, noon, you released a video for a new song. Talk to me.
Yes, we absolutely did. We've been working on this video and this single for months and months, and we couldn't be happier with the product that's out. So,
That's awesome. And just it dropped on YouTube, right? Is it?
yeah.
And I know it's been blasted across a whole bunch of groups. Is it on any other socials or any other forums to be able to go and hook it up?
Not at the moment. We're working on getting them out as soon as we can. But right now, YouTube is the one. We're just going to keep blasting it as far across that YouTube link as we can. So,
That's awesome. And the song is called Bang Your Life.
bang my life.
Bang My Life. Okay.
Yep.
So talk to me because the lyrics are very evident that there's some personal angst that you're working through in the song.
Yes, we wrote a story. I was the one writing the lyrics for that song, ironically, which is strange for a girl's perspective. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's about any particular event that I've personally been through. There's definitely life experiences that have culminated into being able to write a story like that. But um, I really had this idea with the song of a story song. I grew up in Michigan, and some artists from Michigan that I grew up listening to are Bob Seger and some other artists that are like Eminem, just tell really amazing stories. And so something I love in a song is when it's more than just like a message or something, it's an actual story being told. And so I really wanted to make sure both in the song itself and then when the video came out that it told this story. And so far the response has been great. One of my favorite experiences, we just played at the neighborhood theater the other night. And when we played this song for this crowd, people honestly get quiet for a minute because they wanted to hear the lyrics. And then when we get to the parts of the lyrics that were funny or told parts of the story, people would laugh or get into it. And so it just feels like a huge accomplishment to be able to tell a story through a song and get such good feedback.
And that's phenomenal. And that's got to be a surreal feeling just to see the crowd respond live to something like that. And it's a relatable song. So
Yes.
it certainly helps. So Nicholas, that's your perspective on it. Tim, Kiara, what do you guys think? So, again, new song just dropped. You had a chance to play it live. It's a relatable story.
You go ahead, Kiara.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I guess ladies first. So yeah, it's been absolutely incredible. I think even like filming the music video, we kind of knew that this was gonna be a pretty, I don't want to say a huge song, but I think we knew that a lot of people would relate to it. And I think that's kind of why we went more with the story route when it went to filming the music video, just because again, everyone can relate to it. And when you watch the video, it's kind of like, oh, I've been in that situation before. And one of Tim's friends called it like a breakup anthem. And that's kind of what we were going for, I guess, just something that anybody could scream while they're driving or just really feel it and listen to it when they're in that kind of mood.
It's really awesome.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was the whole scene in music industry as far as music videos go was starting to just go very mundane, one room, the whole band shot, the whole time just rocking out. And I'm a little bit older than everyone in the group, and it's like I love the days from the 99 era to 2005, 6 on where it was telling the story and it's just fun and fun to laugh at. And the lyrics absolutely play out to where you can see the story in your head. So I'm glad we released the song first so that people could get their own vision and then kind of see what our thought was. And then to play it live, I mean, that was a sold out show, 400 plus people in our little town here. I say little, but I mean, Charlotte came out, so we had a blast with it.
Man, that's amazing. And 400 people is not something to scoff at for sure. So seriously, man, I'm just ecstatic for you guys. I really am.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Get it.
So the song's out and the rumblings are there's something bigger in the works and we could potentially expect an EP. So can we talk about that a
Yeah,
little?
Of course.
definitely do it.
Is this a continued story? Are they individual stories? Is it completely left field?
No,
Talk about the process and the goals here.
so this kind of talks into the whole, I kind of want to say the lore of DOVECAGE. But the songs when we write them are not directly related, but we tend to find, especially I write a lot of our lyrics now. We tend to find that in writing lyrics, we gravitate towards a theme. So the first EP we dropped was called Blush. And it definitely had to do, if you listen to the songs that we put out then, they were about the like spring, first date kind of love. It was that romantic, sappy side of love. A lot of them, the party side of it, you had some party songs, you had some like just some fun lovey-dovey, I'll say. Dovey, that's funny. But onto the
What
second.
you say may get recorded and get copied and pulled onto, and you will forever be known as that. Just
Yes.
saying. Fair warning.
I appreciate the warning, but this time around, there is confirmed an EP coming out. It'll come out Valentine's Day, and it is called Envy. So Bang My Life is going to be the first song on Envy, accompanied with 2 more songs, and this definitely fits up to the name Envy. It's an envious EP. You can already hear it in Bang My Life. There's themes of jealousy kind of going back and forth. You watch the video, it comes from our lead singer to the guy that messed her up, and then back and forth. And I'll say this is definitely the more like the next songs that'll come out. Bang My Life is the happiest of them. The other ones are a little, they're a different tone, but they fit the theme. They fit the theme of Envy. And personally, I am super excited for people to hear the lyrics of some of the other songs that come out. We've got the chance to play them, just here or there, small shows recently, some of the shows we played. And I love when people come up and talk to us, not just about Bang My Life, but the other songs that seem to get a lot of response on the lyrics. So I'm super excited for those to drop. I will say Bang My Life is a radio anthem. The next 2 coming out, one of them we wanted to really see what we could do as musicians. Not in any kind of strange way. It's still, our type of genre. But we really pushed our limits. Zach absolutely kills the drums. I pushed what I could do on guitar. We pushed lyrics. Kiara continues to complain to me about no room to breathe in the song because of the lyrics.
Because there isn't. There's no room to breathe.
We pushed him, and then the third one coming out, kind of a follow-up to Vespertine, which was one of our most popular songs on the first EP. So definitely there are new songs on the way. We can confirm an EP. It's called Envy, and it'll be out on Valentine's Day.
Fantastic.
Nick, go ahead and tease the next EP.
The EP, so
well, I was about to ask because Blush just came out last year, right?
Yes, we are always writing. I've already written half the songs for the third EP, maybe even the fourth.
Give them the name.
Yeah, so that one's gonna be which we did Blush, Envy. That one's Lust. So Lust is gonna be the third EP. So we keep with these themes, and yeah, that one.
The breakup announced the hookup.
Yeah. we keep going, and it's, if you listen to all our songs, I don't like the idea of getting too focused on love in every single song, and you'll know a lot of them aren't about love. But at the same time, it's nice to have that theme, and it sets the tone for when we're writing. Because you take any of those themes, you can take them out of the sphere of a relationship. You can think of envy, in a friendship or in your own personal life. You can think of lust in the same way. Sometimes you get so focused on your career, you get focused on different things that you can lust over things that aren't even a person. So it helps us to hone in on a theme when we're writing. Some people I know write very differently, but I love to have a theme. And yeah, we just been having a ball writing these songs, so we're just going to keep writing and writing and writing.
That's really powerful stuff. And I think you're hitting the nail on the head on topics that probably people are a little bit uncomfortable getting to hear. But when you have a message and a delivery with a genre like what you guys focus on, I think more people end up hearing it than they even realize that they're hearing it. So I think it's just awesome. And
Definitely.
it's cool to see somebody embrace that. So again, kudos to you guys. So you had a show. Are there more shows lined up, or that's something that's TBD? We're doing any kind of a tour to support the copious amounts of EPs that we have?
Mm.
I mean, there could be some touring in the future. Right now we have shows lined up. Shows I know we're playing, what is it, January 28th?
At the
Yeah.
Rooster.
At the
Mhm.
Rooster in Gastonia. We're excited for that venue. It's a pretty new venue, a pretty big place. It'll be fun. Tim, what were the other ones coming up to?
So that one being Waking Terror headlining Solar, A State of Illusion, and Us. That's a big show. After that, we did not have anything in February, but now we were just offered a EP release party, also at the Rooster as headline with Two Eyes Open. They just confirmed Water Culture and who was the first one? The Sour?
I think so.
Was it?
Yes,
I
if
think
they
so.
Sounds right.
Well,
Yeah.
that's I mean, that's again nothing to scoff at, man. That's some good stuff lined up.
Yeah.
Next
And then in
weekend after
March, we've
that,
got stuff.
yeah, the
March,
next
yeah.
weekend after that, we have the 3rd and the 4th back-to-back days in Raleigh and Greensboro. And then March 16th, I think we have another one lined up too. So yeah, we're just rolling.
That's fantastic. So with I guess carrying on the theme of performing live,
Mhm.
we'll go around with everybody. One band that you would want to play live with before it's time to hang it up.
Fuck.
I don't know that I'm familiar with that band, so I'll give you the opportunity to try again.
You go. We're doing clockwise. Oh my god.
It might not even be the same on everybody's screen. So Tim, since you started, we'll come back to you.
Kiara, are you ready? If not, I can go.
Yeah, Nick, you got it. All
right.
you.
I can think of two different ways to go with this. I think the craziest thing for me, my favorite band of all time, and I'll go two ways with this. I got two answers. So my favorite band of all time would be Alice in Chains. I've got to see them live before. Amazing performance, and so just the child in me would love to play with Alice in Chains, and I couldn't imagine playing in the types of crowds they play. So that'd be insane. In addition to that, my favorite band that I have seen live over and over that puts on, just as far as performance and kind of has inspired me when we're trying to perform, it's a specific tour I would love to be with. It would be Bab Flower, and Bab Flower goes on tour with Dead Poet Society a lot. And both those bands back to back, watching that show is insane, and that's definitely our genre. And so playing on a tour like that, that's something I would love to do one day. Would be crazy. So
Kiara, how about you?
So I have a very different music genre. Like the music that I like is very different. I would say if it was ever like a possibility of like, this is all hypothetical.
Of course.
My favorite band is AJR, so that would be so cool. Their stage presence is absolutely incredible. And they light up a room, so I think it would be so cool to play with them. I guess more in our genre, a lot of people say we're similar to Paramore, so I feel like that would just be a really cool show.
I could absolutely see that. That would be absolutely amazing. Tim, we're back to
Yeah,
you.
I'll give one off genre, one on genre. I've always been a massive fan of Mark Hoppus. I even just got his new bass. I want to play with Blink so bad, but that would never happen. But off genre, the band that I've just been blasting nonstop, and I completely envy his bass right now. And I think Oshi and I would be boys. It's Beartooth, so I'd have to play with them.
Could definitely see that. Yep. And I know that that is a North Carolina favorite just across the
That's
board
right.
here constantly. So
Oshi's bass, how he runs it through two rigs is just sick. I have to emulate the hell out of that thing.
I'm going to switch gears and go back to Kiara's comment. You said that it's a different genre than what you typically do. So talk to
Mhm.
me about that. So how did you switch gears and kind of get out
Well,
of your comfort zone?
yeah, so um like I say every time, my favorite music of all time is like 1940s, 1950s jazz. Um, and that's mainly what I kind of designed my voice to do because that was the music that I enjoyed. Um, my favorite, like I say, Frank Sinatra, Ella Fitzgerald, Billie Holiday. I love that jazz era because, like Nick, I played clarinet, I played saxophone in when I was growing up, so I always had a strong love for that. So when I met these guys and kind of started doing something different, it I don't think I've quite gotten out of my comfort zone yet. I don't think I ever will, and that's just because I want it to be better and better every time. Um, so I would say I'm out of my comfort zone, but I'm not fully comfortable. Doesn't make sense, but I just really enjoy kind of seeing what else my voice can do, especially in this genre. And I would say the stage presence that I've always enjoyed is more geared towards this genre as well. So it definitely helps in that aspect.
That's amazing. Uh, and not your standard, well, this is where I pull my influence from. So again,
Yeah, that and musical theater because I have a degree in musical theater, so that definitely plays a role as well.
that's pretty cool. So Nick, Tim, where are you guys from on a musical preference scale? Is it Dove Cage? Is it 40s and 50s? What's the go-to for you guys?
Uh, it really, really depends. I mean, I love jazz, but it's not my go-to. I definitely, for me growing up, I grew up drag racing with my dad. I'm a race car driver, and so the music was always, if you're on the road or you're in the garage or you're whatever you're doing, heavier music definitely comes about. So I grew up in the Detroit area, which the Riff is an amazing radio station that plays so much rock and metal. So I definitely grew up listening to rock and metal, but I also grew up listening to like some country artists, some blues artists. Like I love Stevie Ray and blues. So I definitely grew up pretty much just listening to who could either tell a story or who could really make an instrument sing. And like Kiara said, she plays clarinet. I play saxophone, so it's always been about the musicality for me. And when I started getting into guitar, that's especially when I started to really, really enjoy metal a lot more. So when it comes to Dove Cage is just kind of a culmination of, I would say, what my favorite stuff is to play on guitar. I get to use some of the percussive influences of metal guitar playing, but I also get to use some of the chordal structure and like weird sounds and fun sounds that you'd find more in like indie or other genres. So it's really fun to come together in like a kind of pop punk, kind of rock. There's kind of no rules in these genres, so it's a happy medium.
I think that's awesome. So, Tim, before I jump over to you, can we expect maybe a brass section to an album at some point?
I'm trying so hard.
And that just makes me extremely happy. I'm giddy to hear that. So,
It's our next mission.
I am looking forward to that.
I tried to lay in saxophone in part of Bang My Life. I tried to, because there's like the vocal chant after the solo. I tried to see how saxophone would sound laid in there, and it couldn't make it work. So I'm like, I'll get it next time. But
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to dragging that one through. That's gonna be awesome.
sometime.
Very
It
cool.
was so left field.
Right.
It helps that Kiara loves jazz though, because I I'd love to take some kind of music and work somehow take that, at least gives me an excuse to somehow get saxophone into a song, whether it's whatever part of a song to start one of ours, but we'll see.
That's cool, man. And Tim, how about you? Where's your musical preference fall?
I guess really honestly, whatever I'm feeling. Obviously 80s baby, grew up 90s grunge. It's just whatever the day brings, as far as, if I'm pissed off, I'm going harder stuff. If I'm happy, poppy punk stuff. But like sad, go classical, it wide range. I mean, my my iTunes playlist is just all over the place. It looks like the biggest like ADD playlist I've ever seen. But it's
It's
just,
encouraging to know I'm not alone in that then.
yeah, it's just whatever I feel.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I've got time for one more question, and then I'll let you all go. And this is where I really like to just randomly just pull from left field. So I'm not even going to apologize. I'm just going to ask you all a very random question each, and we're just going to see how it goes.
Let's do it.
So, Tim, I'm going to start with you.
Crap.
Yep. And so, real quick, don't think about it. Rolling Stones or Beatles?
It's gonna go ahead and be the Beatles, even though my father-in-law will kill me for saying that.
Okay. All right. Respect. Hopefully he won't have to see this, and hopefully we'll get to see you at a show. If not, I'd take absolutely no credibility. Any disclaimers I need to go, all legalese, just all that's going to run right across the bottom here. I'm good. I'm absolved from this. Thank you. Nick, favorite breakfast food?
Favorite breakfast food. I have the same breakfast every day. I toast sourdough with bananas and cinnamon. Done.
Wow. I'm ready for that one. I'm actually really impressed. Let's see. Kiara, favorite condiment?
Favorite what?
Condiment.
Condiment, ketchup. Or ranch. Ketchup or ranch. I have to keep it classic.
Like it. Well done. Well done. And now we all know something a little bit new about each of you. So what I do want to address is that we do have 3/4 of the band here. Unfortunately, Zach was not able to make it tonight, but the word on the street is that it is his birthday and he has a pass. So Zach,
Yes.
very happy birthday from the Threshold, from the rest of your band and all of your fans and all of these lovely folks that will go and actually watch the video for your new song that dropped today, conveniently on your birthday. So I can't think of a better way to celebrate than to help get the word out with you guys.
I called him and sang him happy birthday this morning. So
He's a real singer.
That's pretty awesome, because if I was going to suggest that maybe we do it, and then I knew that y'all would never talk to me again, and it's just not going to go. So thank you for doing that. With that, again, DOVECAGE, new EP coming out on February 14th. New song dropped today with the video. I cannot express enough how excited I am for you guys, and just nothing but epic success with the song, the EP, the additional EPs that are to come, and everything that you guys have going on. Just huge kudos, and look forward to hearing great things.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Big time.